Right. Good evening, friends. Let's meet again. I just decided to share with you on tracking our approach, our research progress. I have seen this skill as one of the most important skill towards completion. Most students they don't track their progress or their research progress, which is a very big mistake uh, that they commit. And that is the reason why most of the work students write, they are not of good quality or good standard or expected standard, because they don't track their their progress. So tracking progress will help you uh, to plan, or it is part of planning and also of achieving your goals. Tracking is also crucial because it ultimately check on how good your planning is. It's actually very important for us to know that we have planned, yes, but how good is our plan? And we can only tell how good the plan is by checking our progress every time and again. Um, um, then how to measure your progress. First of all, I know most students will say, but I have got the plan, because the proposal they require you to write a time frame at the end, or somewhere in your proposal there's a time frame. But if you remember or recall very well, normally that time frame you are writing that, okay, I'm finishing my proposal from this month, then chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, data collection, and then chapter 5. It is more of an overview. It's just a high level time frame. It does not give those detail, does not pay attention to the detail. So here we are talking about paying attention to that detail that is missed within the time frame. For example, let's say you want to write chapter 3. You can say, by end of the week I would have finished writing about the research paradigm. Then from there, second week I'm doing research design. Third week I want to discuss about my population. Third week my I want to discuss about validity and reliability. How am I going to measure something like that? You break it into smaller components. That's what we are talking about. Identify what you want to achieve. So by doing this, by breaking it, you are breaking it at the same time you are identifying the components that you want to deal with, that you want to address in your research proposal. You are also setting a deadline. um, then the other most important thing is to set milestones. There is something that you need to learn to do. um, Writing a thesis, it's like a journey. It's like your own journey that you travel on your own. So you need to set your milestone, that when I finish chapter 1, I need to celebrate my chapter 1. Either buy yourself a drink, either take yourself out, either give yourself a break and watch TV, something like that, kind of to celebrate what you have done. Turn your goals into smart. This is actually one more important thing. I know those people that have done teaching, they know, they talk more about the smart the smart goals. So here, what are we talking about? We are saying you provide specific tasks to to track, tasks that are clear. For example, I want to deal with the conceptual framework or theoretical framework by end of this week, or I want to deal with the sample, not the research methodology, because research methodology is still wide. Try to break that research methodology into smaller components for you to track. Identify if your goal are measurable by end of the week, by end of the month, in 2 days time, in 2 hours time, I should have done this. So make sure that your goal is measurable, also is achievable. Not to say by end of 2 days I would have interviewed all my people, all the interviewees. Then if you check how many they are 50. You're not going to be able to do that. So you need to make sure that whenever you are setting these tasks, they are achievable. Rather, target 2 people that you know you can reach, and you can interview within the budget that you have. Identify if your goals are relevant. Are the goals relevant to your study? Are they relevant to what you are doing? Are they relevant to your research? Don't go and read about you are studying about cancer, then you go and read about abuse. That's not going to help you. So it's not relevant. Create time based outline. It's actually very important that you specify when do you plan to finish um, um, uh, uh, um, uh, addressing the task. Documents and review progress. It's very important for you to come at the end when you finish a task. Come and write something that you have done the task. Just write that done the task. If there are some challenge that you have faced in that challenge, if you have learned new things in that challenge, if you have changed slightly, also you are free to highlight that in your comment section of your tasks. Then I want to talk more here. This is now very important. The tools that you can use for you to come out with your with your um, with your project, or your tracing softwares. The first thing that is more common is the Excel. I love Excel because the Excel is easy, it's cheap, it's affordable. Everyone here got Excel in their computers, so this is easy. And I've given one example. This is not the best example that I've given you here, but I think this one is telling about someone who is planning already for 2024. I think that's more about submission. He's planning to register, or she's planning to register by 29 February. Then chapter 1 to 5 to submit them by 4 March. Chapter 6 to 9 by 17. If you see the time frame there, is someone who is actually finishing. Then chapter 10, then the publication. So the Excel, you can use the Excel you can do anything in the Excel, and you can have that information. You can organize it quick. You can do whatever with the Excel sheet. So it's very important that you start to go on your Excel sheet. If you're on chapter 1, start planning chapter 1. Your introduction. When do you want to write your introduction? Then background to your study, background to your problem statement, objective, research questions, and with all the components, depending with your format that your university have given to you. Then we have got also online software. This is a free one, Monday Work Management. I use this a lot. This one is free. You just go there, register, and you can just track your stuff. And actually, we are in the digital revolution, and it's very important that we start learning how to use these tools. We have got professors there that are highly respected, very knowledgeable. When it comes to stuff like this, they don't know anything. And we guys, if you are one day thinking of going out there into the academic, you need to start learning all these things, because this is what's out there, and that's what student needs to know. So the Monday Work Management is one software that you can also use. It's free. There are plenty of free softwares that you can use to track your progress. Then there are also some of them that you can purchase, you can buy if you've got money, like the Project Manager. This is the best. This is the best out there. You can also collaborate with your colleagues, and this type of softwares, they are also good when you are writing a paper, because you can actually give each other some tasks. then you can actually assign each other and making sure that you've done, and if you have finished your task, you can go back, you can update that I've done my task, and so it's actually a very good way, a very good way of checking your progress as a team. And I would encourage you students as well to go with these softwares. Even the Monday week management can also do the same task, so you don't have an excuse of not doing it. And for those people who also want to share their progress with me, and you want me to see what you have done, how far you have gone, you can actually make use of this. You can go invite me on internet, then you can share with me your progress. I can also help you to remind you that you are now behind. You need to do A, B, C, D. Okay. Then also, the most important thing that I have seen, this is from experience, it's very important that you communicate your plan with your supervisor. I do that. I communicate my plan with my supervisor, and it have just worked for me. Normally, my supervisors know that on this particular day, Cleo is going to submit this. And the one thing that I know for sure, she keeps that date open, and when I submit after 2 days, 3 days, I get my feedback. So it's very important that you have got a clear plan communicated between you and your supervisor, and you also need to stick to your plan. You can't tell your supervisor that I'm submitting a document on the 4th of October, then come the 4th of October, you're nowhere to be found. Then you pop up again maybe 2 weeks later, and you now write a long email about excuses without even submitting that document. So it's very important that you stick to your plan and you follow your plan religiously. It will make your life very easy. Lastly, where do we find these tools? Most of them are web-based tools, and most of them are cheap tools. I would want you, and I want to encourage you to to know your internet, to know how to use internet, to know how to use your computers, because whatever we are going to be talking about here, you are going to see that it's going to be more modern. So I want you to brace. If you don't know how to type, I want you to start going on internet, get a free softwares for typing, and start learning how to type. If you There is so many things that I'm gonna share with you in terms of data science. I'm also a data scientist with much experience that side, so I'm gonna share with you quite a lot of information. But I also want you to be familiar with the internet. Look for, if we talk about these tools, go and look for the tools, read about the tools, which is the best tool, because people, they review those tools on internet. Go and choose the best tool to track your progress, so that at the end of the day, as you go, you you make progress. And if you are planning to finish your studies in 2 years, we want to see it happening in 2 years. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, and please put some likes if you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day.